going on there, VC? Sid here, doing box number 1, part 1 of the auction stuff that I decided to pull out for myself, and stuff that's more valuable that I'm not interested in but to resell. So we're going to go ahead and get right into that, but before we do, I did get a package in the mail yesterday that I want to show you guys. Kind of cool. This is coming from Dan Kincaid, and I'm sure none of you guys recognize that name at all, but some of you guys might have watched the video. For all my new subscribers that are part of the vinyl community, if you haven't yet, go back a few videos and check out the 45s that I got for free. It was over 500 45s that a guy contacted me on Facebook and said I could just have. And I made a video, and I think 1 or 2 of the 45s that I actually showed in the video were from Dan Kincaid, because I ended up getting 2 45s from this guy. And this guy's basically, I don't want to say a nobody because it sounds kind of rude, but basically that's what he is. He just cut a couple records. I don't think he cut any more than that. But just for fun, I researched him on the internet and found his name and saw that he has a business in Iowa Park, Texas, which is where he cut the records, and had a phone number. So I actually called, and he answered the phone right away. So I talked to him, and I said, like, if I sent you these records to autograph, would you do that for me? He's like, well, why would you want my autograph? I'm nobody. I said, this could be kind of cool to have. I enjoyed your music, and I don't know, just be kind of cool to have, and I'll pay for return shipping and all that. He's like, yeah, go ahead, if you really want to, go ahead and send them to me. So I know he was kind of shocked and surprised that somebody wanted his autograph. But yeah, I did listen to the records, and it's country, and it's not my biggest, I'm not a real big fan of country, but I know they're going to look awesome because I sent my silver paint pen for him to sign with. Hopefully he returned it. I did send him a $5 bill for return shipping, and it only cost him $1.92. So I'm just curious if he sent me the change or not. I don't really care. I'm just curious. So we'll go ahead and we'll open this up here. Here, he used the same envelope that I sent him, which I kind of figured he would do. So, let's see what we got here. So I already got the one autograph there on the envelope. Okay, looks like he sent my letter back. Yeah, he sent my letter back. And he actually talks about the records here. He wrote me a couple handwritten notes. For Being Sentimental was my first recording, approximately 1970 in Dallas, Texas. It was written in the 1940s by my manager, Mr. Warren Bennett. Thanks for the memories, Dan Kincaid. And we have Coca-Cola Cowboy. This is the original recording of Coca-Cola Cowboy, which became famous by Mel Tillis in the movie Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood. Sandy Pinkard had written the words, and I, along with 4 or 5 studio musicians, wrote the music. And I recorded around midnight that evening in Fort Worth, Texas, and later again in Oklahoma City. This record, long story, Dan. So that's interesting. So this is the original recording of Coca-Cola Cowboy, which Mel Tillis made famous. Alright, that is pretty cool. Alright, so here are the 45s. And he signed it right there on the 45. And he signed this one right there, For Being Sentimental. Dan Kincaid and the Country Boys. That is pretty cool. We did not send my paint pen back, but that's not a big deal. But that is awesome that he actually talks about the records, and this is actually the Coca-Cola Cowboy song that Mel Tillis made famous. That is awesome. That is really cool. These look really sweet signed. So real happy to get these back. Thank you very much, Dan. I appreciate that. Awesome. I had no idea that he's actually more than he seemed to be, I guess, is the way to say it. It is sweet. Very, very cool. Alright. Gotta get through this because I don't want this video to be super long. Got this. This is really cool. These first few records are some stuff that's been sold already. Let's see if I can turn it around this way. It might be better for people to see. This is a Play It Pro book and record set. They made 3 of these, and this is Volume 2, Spencer Haywood. It's got the record right there, and it's got the booklet. So I thought this was really, really cool. It's got a nice poster with a facsimile autograph there. Thought that was neat. Got a couple of Nilsson 45s. We got Ziggy Stardust, David Bowie, The Rise and Fall of Ziggy Stardust, and the Spiders from Mars. Great album. The jacket here is not in good shape, but it does play all the way through. And then we have The Who live at Leeds. It is missing most of the inserts. It does have 3 of them. And the album does play fantastic though. Very, very happy with how it plays. We have some things here. You've already saw that 45. We have Freddie and the Dreamers with their hit song I'm Telling You Now. We have an Alan Clark promo, lead singer of the Hollies. Pretty cool. We got Bolt over here again. Get out of here! Get out of here! Come on! Come on! And we got a Disney 45. And we got just a second, guys. Might have to find another place to do these videos. We have Peter and Gordon, I Don't Want to See You Again. And this is the stereo version. This is the rarer version. It does have a name right there, but otherwise, let's see, ST2220. This album plays fantastic. And we have some Disney albums. Mickey Mouse Disco, Disney's Christmas Favorites. Those are from '79. And we have a bunch from the '60s. Walt Disney Presents Little Red Riding Hood and Other Best Loved Fairy Tales. Walt Disney's Merriest Songs. Get out of here! Get out of here! Hans Christian Andersen. Come on, Bolt. Stop! Go! Go! Go on! Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Snow White. Little Toot and Other Sailor Songs with Chip and Dale. Mickey and the Beanstalk. Alice in Wonderland. Cinderella. Alright, then we get into the music here. Shannon, if you're watching this, I know you're going to be a little upset because you asked me about association stuff, but I'm really a big fan of the Association, and this one was in there. And then Along Comes the Association, just a great album. It's got Cherish, Along Comes Mary on Valiant label. This record is excellent condition. The vinyl is superb. So sorry about that, man, but this album is just awesome. I had to keep it. We got Best of the Beach Boys Volume 2, Beach Boys Wow Great Concert. We got the Smothers Brothers, the funny side of the Smothers Brothers, Think Ethnic. Got the fabulous Johnny Cash. This is one of, I think, 3 or 4 Johnny Cash albums that were in there. Black Oak, Arkansas. Really great album cover here. There's the gatefold. There's the guys there, just awesome art. Got James Gang, Bang. Petula Clark, I Know a Place. Some writing on the jacket there. Ray Charles, Greatest Hits. You got Georgia on My Mind, Unchained Heart, Ruby, a bunch of others. I take the vinyl out to show you guys, but it's just going to take too long. Bob Welch, Elton John's Greatest Hits Volume 2. Yes, I'm a big fan of Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Brass. I think I have all their albums now. My dad turned me on to Herb Alpert. I actually have an autographed photo from him too, which is really cool. So you guys heard me talk about my dad's record collection, and he had a bunch of Herb Alpert, and I just got to like him. This is some stuff I'm going to be selling. The Chuck Wagon Gang. I got a bunch of their albums. I'm going to put them all together as a lot. Their stuff sells pretty well. Madonna, You Can Dance. We got some George Strait. I'm going to be I got a bunch of George Strait stuff. I'm going to put together a lot. I got some fan club materials and some posters, and then I got records. So I'm just going to make a huge George Strait lot. Put it on eBay. This one's really cool. This is a sealed album. This is John Gary Williams, self-titled, sealed, never been opened. This album goes for about $30–40 on eBay. Kind of hard to find soul R&B stuff. Kept this because of the cover, Paul Moriat and his orchestra. I don't know if I said that right, but I love the album cover. We got the Best of Lobo on Big Tree Records. I got a 45 of him, and that bunch of 45s I got for free, and I listened to it and I really liked it, so I was pretty happy to get the LP, or NLP. We got Foghat, Fool for the City. Mary Kay Place, this is another one to sell. Aiming to Please, this is kind of a rare album, 1977. Another one to sell, The Boston Common, that old quartet of mine, another kind of a rare album. This is cool. This is The Lure of the Grand Canyon with narration by Johnny Cash. Definitely have to keep that. Huge Johnny Cash fan. Got Firefall. Looks to be their self-titled album here. Empty record sleeve. Another Chuck Wagon Gang. Chuck Wagon Gang. Got Johnny Rivers, Blue Suede Shoes. Somebody wrote the date on there. This is an interesting album. I couldn't find any information about it, but this is the Fonz songs. Recorded live by the Sound Effects from 1976. So it has to do with the Fonz from the Happy Days, but that's all I know about it. So that's going to probably be sold. You might have seen this already. This is the Best of Jackie Ward Up Till Now, country singer. Just happened to open up the album, and inside there was a autographed picture of Jackie Ward. So very, very cool. Some bluegrass stuff. Big fan of bluegrass. Bill Monroe's Bluegrass Festival. It's a 2-record set, but there's only 1 record in here, unfortunately, but it is awesome. If anybody has any bluegrass to trade, hit me up. This is one of a few this is the first of a few, what I meant to say, autographed albums that I found. This is Harry Taylor, comedian, on Caller Records, signed right up there. Signed and inscribed, very cool. Never heard of this band until now. Sneaker, kind of an obscure rock band. Stamp Demonstration, Not for Sale. We got that. Got a 12-inch single here, The Art of Noise, with Max Headroom, 12-inch. Paranoia, I guess is how you say that. I used to watch Max Headroom back in the day. Any of you guys remember that? Of course, you got to get some Air Supply, Greatest Hits. Here's the other Harry Taylor album that I have signed. Right there at the Kin, I believe, and Dorothy. They went to a concert that he put on and had both of these signed. This is J.D. Sumner and the Best of the Stamps, which I also think were at one time called the Plainsmen. I'm not positive on that, so please don't quote me, but that's for resale. Another signed album, the Ark Valley Boys, Solid Gospel, signed by all of them there on the back. Different color inks, which looks really good. And they are locals from Hayesville, Kansas. It's not too far away from me. Kept this for the cover. Jack Davis, Bob and Ray throw a stereo spectacular. I just kept it for the cover. This is a really rare album, guys. This is Cornbread. Unfortunately, it is not sealed, but this features David Greeley, very well-known fiddle player. This was his first band. Recorded at Dungeon Recording Studio in Springfield, Missouri in 1976. So I looked on eBay for a copy of any Cornbread albums, and there are none. None that have currently sold or are on eBay right now. Pretty rare album. Another signed album. This is George Burdett, Songs of Jesus in Heaven. Signed and inscribed right there. Dick Clark, 20 Years of Rock and Roll, contains 30 original hits. This is very cool. Nice gatefold. Both records are in here. Got some great songs on here. This is to resell. The Dream Goes On, Regeneration 10th edition. This is some gospel music. Simon and Garfunkel, Sounds of Silence, featuring I Am a Rock. Got some writing on the back. Some more Elton John, Captain Fantastic. Nice gatefold. Great artwork, always love that album. The Dave Clark 5, Glad All Over, featuring Bits and Pieces. First time I ever heard that song was the Joan Jett cover. Steve Miller Band, Book of Dreams. Not sure why this is in here because I already have this. But there it is. Here we got a 12-inch 78 from Misha Elman. It's a one-sided 78 too. Never seen one of these before, so I figured I'd keep that. 12-inch from Paul Rutherford of Frankie Goes to Hollywood fame. 4th and B-Way Records. This is sold already. Another Chuck Wagon Gang. 2 records set here, guys. 25 #1 hits from 25 years. Love the cover. Both records are here. You got Stevie Wonder, Marvin Gaye, the Commodores, Jackson 5. This is all Motown stuff. The Supremes, Four Tops. Good stuff there. Phoenix, obscure rock band. This is a demonstration copy. You got Russ Ballard doing some backing vocals. Pretty cool. Then we got Ladies and Gentlemen Vaudeville. Yes, I like barbershop quartet stuff, guys. And this features the 1981 International Quartet finalists. Pretty good stuff. Listen to it. It's kind of an obscure band. This is The Movies, their album Motor Motor Motor. Very cool. Then we have Laurie Anderson. This is her EP featuring Oh Superman and Walk the Dog from 1981. Got some more Herb Alpert in the Tijuana Brass. This is The Beat of the Brass. Nice gatefold. We got Three Dog Night, Naturally. I used to have this album, sold it, now I have it again. This is Styx. Pieces of 8, right? Yep, Pieces of 8. I'm so smart. Nice gatefold. Big Styx fan. This is a local country singer, Ernie Hop. It was given away by a radio station in Kansas on Cartwheel Records, 1979. We're going to put that on eBay, see what happens. This is Saturday's Warrior, a contemporary musical with lyrics by Doug Stewart and music by Lex D'Azevedo. Embryo record label. 2-record set, both records are here. Thought that would be interesting to play. Got some Bill Cosby. This is Hooray for the Salvation Army Band. He sings actually on this album. So that should be interesting to hear. Still has the shrink wrap on it. And last but not least, for the album, we got the American Tour, the Dave Clark 5. Love me some Dave Clark 5. Alright, now we're going to show some 78s real quick. If you guys don't want to see the 78s, you can go ahead and turn the video off. Thank you for watching. I love you guys. This is Eddie Duchin, or Piano Party. That one's just got a bunch of stuff on it. We got Duke Ellington, Frank Sinatra, Billy Murray. This one's really cool. This is The Christmas Tree Part 1, read by Claude Rains, the famous actor who I believe was in The Invisible Man. Les Brown and his orchestra. Paul Payne. Another Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra. Please don't fall down again, because you will break. Terry Shand. The Hawaiian Quintet. Eric Silver. Eddie McMillan and his orchestra. Kay Kaiser. And Kay Kaiser again. Alright guys, that's it. That's the first box. Hope you all enjoyed. Sorry this one was a little longer. I'm hoping the next ones are going to be 15 minutes or less. Yeah, thanks for watching guys. I really appreciate it. Talk to y'all later. See you.